So I did an 11-hour train journey today, which meant that I was able to analyse another theme, but I don't know if it means I'm able to explain it now I've finished the journey. But the theme is to do with my emotional and embodied awareness in the field. And obviously that is an autistic emotional and embodied awareness in the field. And looking at how my feelings and intuition and moments of uncertainty weren't just personal reactions, and maybe they're my failings or maybe they're not, but they are a part of my ethical and analytical process. And that sense of my feeling acting as a measure of right and wrong and going beyond what the rules are. I ticked all the boxes. I had done my consent, I had done my ethics, I'm following the rules in the setting that I'm working in, but I'm still feeling for whether things are right or wrong, or whether I should proceed. And you don't get, I say guided by it, but it's not a confident guide. There's a lot of doubt and uncertainty in my field notes. And actually, that doubt has epistemic value. These things, there are researchers they align with, which when I'm not asleep, I'll put in, they'll appear wherever it is that things appear when I'm talking to you. That emotional intensity that I felt in the field was part of my data, but also part of my data analysis. So, for example, there was a bunch of things that blocked being with. Things like when it was too noisy in the classroom, when restraint practices were being used, when people were ill or in pain. All these things blocked being with. But in my encountering of these things, one of them held more emotional resonance, and the same thing happened in the data analysis process. And that emotional reaction to it then forms a part of the analytic process and led to a better understanding of how intention was useful in relation to being with. I'm aware these videos are meant to be short, so it's that feeling for right and wrong, and that feeling being autistic feeling. So thinking about things that Damian Milton has said about autistic empathy and stuff like that, and recognizing the relationships in the field as of ethical significance. Hopefully I'll write it up somewhere and it will make more sense there.